We carried out some research. Unfortunately, we found a study published by a Japanese university. Basically, the point is that we wanted to make something that is off the shelf so we can actually reduce the cost significantly, and we have done so, especially recently. The new Syrinremover, the glycolic acid, has the double function of dissolving your Syringoma and at the same time opening the Syringoma tissue to vitamin A. Once vitamin A get in contact with the base of your Syringoma, then the cellular stimulation takes place. In this video, we're going to do a readout of the Syrinremover ingredients webpage, which is quite an interesting webpage anyway, because we actually haven't published the ingredients for a long time, but we've decided to publish them all. The new Syrinremover can remove any type of Syringoma, and that can be used in any skin type. And we have made the Syrinremover as a standard product in order to drive the costs down. Initially, we used TCA in our Syrinremover, but very soon we find that the main problem with that, we found there's a number of problems with that. The problem is the one or 2 days after the Syrinremover was applied on the eyelids to remove the Syringoma, severe swelling would develop. This was worrisome to most people, although the swelling would subside on its own within 5 days to a week at most. Moreover, TCA is relatively difficult to control, as it is best used with an appropriate neutralizer. Immediately we noticed this problem and we started working towards solving this problem. We carried out some research. Unfortunately, we found a study published by a Japanese university. In that research paper, it was mentioned that 90% glycolic acid solution was used to successfully remove Syringoma and xanthelasma with an extremely high success rate. So we asked one of our labs to make a glycolic acid based gel with a high percentage of glycolic acid in the region of 70 to 95%. And this is exactly what happened. As I say, we found that TCA was a bit worrisome to a number of people, and then extremely worrisome to us, because we were the first people actually really selling online something that was extremely useful in removing and effective in removing xanthelasma and Syringoma. So we wanted to make sure that it was safe. So as soon as we found the side effects with TCA within the concentration still allowable within the European cosmetic portal, then we started immediately looking for an alternative. We found this study in Japan, so we've applied it to Syringoma as well, and we found that it's extremely effective. In the early stages of the glycolic acid based gel, we found it was an effective solution, but still the glycolic acid was not as effective as TCA, and this is true, so we had to add something more to that. So we needed another important ingredient to make this product better, and vitamin A is the ingredient which we are looking for, vitamin A or retinol. We did further research on vitamin A, and we found that vitamin A is allowed in cosmetic products within a certain percentage. So we are using nowadays vitamin A and glycolic acids in the Syrinremover. So basically, we are using two main ingredients. One is glycolic acid with high percentage in the region of 70 to 95%, and the second one is vitamin A with its highest allowable within its highest allowable concentration. The ingredients are water. This particular thing I can't really read. Isoparaffin, laureth, sodium hydroxide, polyethylene glycol, this particular thing, and vitamin A, which is retinol, and there is glycolic acid at the beginning, which is not mentioned there. Vitamin A in the new glycolic-based Syrinremover. On top of the great results of the glycolic acid-based Syrinremover, we wanted to make the product even more effective in removing your syringoma. We wanted to make it in such a way that it is effective in removing any type of syringoma, and at the same time make our system very efficient in order to pass the cost cuts to you, because basically our customers, the point is that we wanted to make something that is off the shelf so we can actually reduce the cost significantly, and we have done so, especially recently. The new Syrinremover with vitamin A is a standard product that works on all skin types and types of syringomas. So how does vitamin A help us achieve this? Vitamin A in skin products has cellular stimulation property that makes it a potent exfoliant. The glycolic acid has the double function of dissolving your syringoma and at the same time opening the syringoma tissue to vitamin A. Once vitamin A get in contact with the base of your syringoma, then the cellular stimulation takes place. As the cellular stimulation takes place, the syringoma gets detached from its base and it is removed, leaving on its place a hole which is going to heal by second intention. One of the several advantages of using the Syrinremover is that you can decide when you are satisfied with the results. If you think that you still want to keep removing your syringoma, residue you can still do so. You are in control of your treatment and you can continue until the complete removal. So now the point is that here is what we've described there is an extreme situation where the gel is kept on your syringoma and left there to completely absorb, and this is when it's extremely effective. But this is not the way we suggest to use the Syrinremover. We suggest to use it for a few minutes and then wiping it off. I think from my memory it's 20 minutes, but you can read the instructions which are published on SyrionRemover.com. Once again, should you have any questions, we've got loads of information on SyrionRemover.com, and you can always get in touch with us. Thank you very much for watching.